Life is not like in fairy tales. Not everyone we meet on our path is sincere, pure-hearted, and kind. On the contrary, some people hide behind envy, deceit, and hidden intentions, trying to harm us. Behind their smiling faces and sweet words often lies a completely different truth. But the good news is that the wise thoughts of Stoic philosophers give us invaluable advice on how to recognize such people and protect ourselves from them. They say, pay attention not to people's outward behavior, but to their inner intentions. Because intentions are truer than words or gestures. In this video, I will present to you 10 signs that reveal people filled with envy and deceit. Each sign will help you protect yourself from such individuals in the future. If you want to be clearer sighted, wiser and safer in life, make sure to watch until the end. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel right now. Because here together, we strengthen our inner power and learn ways to stay calm and wise. Every new video is a step forward for you. If you're ready, let's begin. Sign number 1. Such people constantly try to belittle you. Sometimes the people we encounter in life are not as sincere as they appear. When you achieve a success, whether in your personal life or career, it becomes a test revealing their true nature. A true friend and a genuine person will sincerely rejoice in your success. For them, it does not spark jealousy, but instead becomes a source of motivation and joy. But for envious and deceitful people, it is an unbearable sight. Deep down, they feel inferior to you. And as they wrestle with this discomfort, they try to belittle you. Did you complete a new project? Did you stand out at work? Did you learn a new skill? Did you shine in your social circle? Observe their reactions. Do you hear a natural and sincere congratulations? Or do you hear dismissive and doubtful remarks like, "It's not a big deal. You were just lucky," or "Let's see if you can keep it up"? At the root of such behavior is often envy. Your rise only deepens their internal feeling of incompleteness, forcing them to adopt tactics to defend themselves, belittling your successes. Seneca said, "Appreciating the success of others shows a person's greatness." In reality, a person's true greatness and inner strength are known by how they treat another's success. Great people respond to your achievements with congratulations, joy, and support. Small-minded people try to take that success away from you, at least with words and actions. If you notice someone staying silent about your success or offering forced criticism to diminish it, it's time to reconsider your relationship with that person. Over time, such relationships can poison your motivation. Yes, you should be proud of your achievements. Don't let anyone belittle those achievements or make the results you have worked hard for seem insignificant. Sign number 2, one of the most subtle and dangerous weapons used by envious and deceitful people is fake praise. They know that open criticism can sometimes spoil a relationship. Instead, they resort to sweet and insincere words to more easily manipulate and deceive you. Sometimes people feel happy hearing such praise because naturally, we all like positive feedback. But remember, often the intention behind these compliments is not genuine. These people praise you to win your trust, then later use you to achieve their own goals. They might say, "You're incredibly talented. Working with you is a great honor." Or, "You're the smartest person here. I always trust your opinion." These words usually sound very nice. But if the praise doesn't match their behavior, or if sincerity is absent in their actions, be alert. Marcus Aurelius teaches us a valuable lesson about this. Look not at the brilliance of words, but at the truthfulness of deeds. In other words, what a person does matters more than what they say. If someone praises you excessively and unnecessarily, but their behavior and attitude don't align with their words, there's likely a hidden false intention. Worse yet, sometimes such people try to instill fake confidence in you to gain your trust, only to later exploit or deceive you. If a person's praise feels strange or insincere, and if you sense inconsistency between their words and actions, this is a clear sign that someone is trying to manipulate you. True praise is simple, timely, and supported by actions. A true friend and a genuine person supports you when you need it. They don't just settle for empty and flashy words. Always stay alert. Don't be fooled by the charm of shining words. Actions, attitude, and consistent behavior reveal the truth. Sign number 3. Such people constantly compare you to others. One of the most harmful and cunning behaviors envious people often use is to constantly compare you to others. They always see themselves and those around them as being in competition. Because they cannot find inner contentment, they measure others' success as a standard. If you achieve something, they will immediately try to contrast it with someone else's success. Yes, that's a good job, but so-and-so achieved it faster than you. Great result, but look, that person earns more. You're good, but people your age have already passed that stage. These comparisons are actually signs of envy and an internal sense of weakness. Instead of genuinely celebrating your success, they try to diminish its value by comparing it to others' achievements. Stoic philosophers teach us a very important lesson about this. Your path is your path. This is a simple yet powerful idea. Every person has their own path, their own timing, and their own experience in life. Looking at someone else's path with envy and jealousy weakens you, drains your energy, and drowns you in negative emotions. Remember that people who love and accept their own path are happier and more successful. Someone else's path might be different from yours. Some may appear ahead, some behind, but that does not lessen your value or the importance of your success. If a person constantly compares your achievements to others and pressures you with these comparisons, this is clearly a sign of envy. They try to prevent you from sincerely and purely celebrating your own success. True people value you for your own growth and never try to force competition with others upon you. So remember, someone else's path is theirs. Your path is yours. If you have someone around who constantly compares you to others, be cautious. Their goal is not to motivate you positively, but rather to transfer their own envious energy into your spirit. Sign number 4. Liars and envious people tell you that others speak badly about you. Almost everyone has encountered this behavior in life. Envious and deceitful people often do not openly poison relationships, but use indirect ways to create tension and turn people against each other. Usually they come to you and say things like, "Did you know so-and-so was speaking badly about you?" They criticized you a lot. They don't have a good opinion of you. At first glance, this might seem like a sincere warning, as if they are trying to protect you. But in reality, behind this behavior often lies envy and deceit. Such people want to ruin relationships, provoke you against others, and create instability around you. They understand that if they attack you directly, they might get a response. But indirectly, using others' names, they spread negative information that plants seeds of poison in your soul. Therefore, do not believe every word said to you. Pay attention to the intention behind the message. If someone comes to you carrying bad words said by another person, first consider, why is this person really telling me this? What will this information give me or take away from me? How will this affect my relationship with that person? Often, people who carry such information expect to benefit from the relationship themselves. They want you to be worried, uncertain, to hold negative feelings towards others, and as a result, lose your strength and motivation. A true friend and honest person never carries such news. If there is a serious problem, they will explain it openly and honestly without manipulation. Keep your distance from people who show this kind of behavior, because their goal is to bring negative energy and instability into your life. Sign number 5. Envious people always rejoice at your failures. Yes, we all face difficulties, failures, and trials. But who supports us during these times? Who holds our hand? And who secretly rejoices at our misfortune? This is one of the clearest and most painful truths about human relationships. True friends are the most valuable treasure in your life. They accept your pain and sorrow as their own and do everything they can to support you. They are always sincere, open, and attentive to you because they know everyone goes through hard times, and a true friend stands by you during those moments. They inspire you to fight failure and are a source of strength that lifts you above yourself. But envy is a completely different feeling. If someone secretly rejoices at your failure or hardship, it means they harbor hidden hatred and jealousy in their heart. They do not want to see your success. Rather, they strive to create obstacles on your path and want to see you weak and broken. This is the darkest side of human nature. Envious people treat every difficulty you face as their victory. Your failures become a kind of nourishment for them, a source from which they derive pleasure and comfort. It's as if they do not want you to progress in life. Instead, they wish for you to be weak and defeated. Their sincerity is only superficial. Inside, they hold secret grudges and hostility. Stoicism teaches us a vital lesson. About this, we should not poison our hearts because of such people. We must not give in to their envy and negative energy. Protecting ourselves from these harmful feelings, preserving our inner peace and calm, is the most important matter. In difficult times, we must act calmly and wisely, know our worth, and accept failures as lessons in life. Remember, every failure makes us stronger and leads to greater success in the future. Sign number 6. Envy and false intentions often go hand in hand with gossip. Such people love to talk behind others' backs and spread bad words about their lives. Gossip is not just idle talk, but on a deeper level, a sign of insecurity and inner unrest. Why does a person feel the need to speak ill of others? Because they do not feel valuable or strong enough themselves. By belittling another's success and lowering their value, they try to appear somewhat superior. This is actually a hidden manifestation of weakness and fear. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminded us, "Do not occupy your mind with empty words." These words have a deep and thought-provoking meaning. Gossip weakens the soul, distracts attention, and empties a person from within. In other words, a person who spends time and energy speaking ill of others is truly wasting their potential. If you notice someone around you constantly talking behind others' backs, be cautious. This indicates a deep dissatisfaction, envy, and insincerity in that person's character. When such people are near you, their energy can negatively affect you as well. Stoicism calls on us to remain calm, composed, and distant in such situations. Instead of joining gossip, we should focus on our own lives and personal growth, protecting our inner peace. Sign number 7, friendship, is one of the most valuable relationships, where people trust, support, and grow together. But unfortunately, sometimes hidden envy and deceit among those close to us appear as unfair competition. If someone acts friendly toward you, smiles to your face, but constantly competes behind your back to surpass and outdo you, that is a very harmful and mentally exhausting situation. Such people hide behind the mask of friendship, envy your successes, and use every possible means to keep you behind. Their competition is unhealthy because it is not open and honest, but secretive, unfair, and destructive. According to Stoic philosophy, healthy competition empowers, develops, and motivates a person. It enhances our skills and inspires us to reach our goals. But unfair and secret competition poisons the soul, creating doubt and anxiety within. This kind of rivalry does not harm us directly, but destroys the relationships around us and disrupts our inner world. The best defense against such competition is calmness and knowing your own worth. Stoics say that fearing others' competition or responding with the same negative feelings harms our soul. Instead, we should focus on our goals, maintain inner peace, and continue our self-development. Unfair competition misleads us, makes us doubt ourselves, and wastes our energy on trivial things. It is important to be careful in relationships with such people and not fall into their traps. In true friendship, even competition is open and healthy. We celebrate each other's successes and support one another. Sign the rate. One of the most dangerous traits of envious people is their hypocrisy. They talk to you face to face with a smile, appear kind and behave like sincere friends, but behind your back, they harbor hatred, jealousy, and hostility. This is one of the most damaging forms of relationships because such people hide their true intentions and deceive you. Hypocrisy often becomes obvious in people's behavior. Their words do not match their actions, meaning there is a big difference between what they say and what they do. For example, if they say nice things to your face and praise you, but spread ill intentions and negativity behind your back, this is a clear sign of their hypocrisy. If you encounter people whose actions and words differ significantly, be cautious. This indicates their intentions are false, and trusting such people excessively can be dangerous. They envy your successes, speak badly of you behind your back, and are not truly on your side. Stoicism teaches us to be calm and wise towards such people. Their hypocrisy should not disturb us, because they ultimately harm themselves with their own poison. We, on the other hand, must stay strong inside, know our worth, and cultivate relationships with sincere and honest people. Hypocrisy complicates our lives, but true and open relationships make us stronger. Genuine friends accept you as you are and align their words with their actions. They are filled with mutual respect and sincerity. The ninth way to recognize envious people is when they take credit for your successes. One of the worst behaviors we encounter in life is when others claim credit for someone else's hard work, ideas, and achievements. Envious and fake people secretly envy the successes you have earned and try to present them as their own accomplishments. They steal your efforts, struggles, and ideas, claiming them as theirs, and try to gain a higher status in the eyes of others by doing so. This behavior is a sign of both envy and deep deceit, because the true source of success is your hard work, dedication, and persistence. But such people neither see nor want to see this truth, and instead try to promote themselves by exploiting others' efforts. Stoic philosophers teach us how to deal with such people. They emphasize the power of humility and honesty. Every success is a rightful achievement that belongs to you, and it is important to protect it and own your hard work. Humility does not mean hiding your successes from others. Rather, it means valuing them with honesty and sincerity. If someone appropriates your efforts and achievements and presents them as their own success, that is a warning sign. It is essential to be cautious with such people, not to trust them too much, and to protect your work, because they try to diminish both your energy and your value. However, the Stoic approach calls us not to be filled with anger and resentment. We should respond to their behavior calmly, remain strong inside, and focus on our own growth, protecting our successes and values, while also learning to appreciate others' efforts, is true strength and wisdom. Let us remember that everyone walks their own path. Some people steal others' successes to hide their weaknesses, but the greatest value lies in inner honesty and genuine effort. Staying true to these values is the key to long-term success. Finally, envious people always try to test you. This is the 10th way to recognize them. Envious and fake people often focus on finding your weaknesses, testing you and looking for faults. They watch your every word and move carefully, waiting for a chance to catch a mistake. This behavior exhausts you internally, shakes your confidence, and over time makes you start doubting yourself. In such cases, a person may feel as if they have lost their inner worth, because constant questions like, "What is my fault?" or "Maybe I'm not right," occupy their mind. This is a form of emotional manipulation and mental pressure. Envious people want to weaken you by exposing your vulnerabilities, but Stoic thought teaches us how to act in such situations. Great Stoic philosophers said, "Respond not to the test of others, but to your own ethics." This is a very important principle. In other words, never be deceived by the doubts and tests others place on you. Instead, trust your inner values and morality. If someone constantly bothers you with questions, tests, and challenges, this already shows their insincere and biased attitude toward you. Such people want you to waste your energy in vain and increase their advantage by weakening you. Their goal is not your growth, but to hold you back. Stoics teach us not to waste time and energy on others testing or challenging us. Instead, stay true to your principles and live in harmony with your conscience. In the end, do not evaluate yourself based on the behavior of people around you. You are strong and must keep moving forward on your path. Staying calm and firm in the face of envy, doubt, and tests is truly the greatest sign of a Stoic spirit. Envious people have been a part of all our lives and will continue to be.
But recognizing them gives us strength. It teaches us how to protect ourselves.
Defend our boundaries and live our lives in peace. Envy exhausts the human spirit and harms relationships. But we have a choice to remain strong inside, value honest and sincere connections, and protect our self-worth. Let us remember that the greatest wealth is inner peace and moral integrity. On this path, the wisdom of Stoic philosophy is our strongest support. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I wish you wisdom and strong willpower.